It's important to know your rights when you're involved in an auto accident. Well, Catherine Stone from Injury Florida Law is here to tell us if you need a lawyer, if you're required to give a recorded statement. There's a few ifs right there, and I know you're going to be able to shed some light on it, right?
So sometimes, individuals will come to me very, very shortly after the accident, and that's great because I'm able to walk them through the process from the very beginning. And one of those is I'll get a phone call or an email from a client saying, hey, my insurance adjuster just called me. My insurance adjuster, meaning their personal insurance, wants to take a recorded statement. And they always say, well, do I have to do this? And my response is, yes, it's your insurance company. You are bound by the contract you signed with them to assist them with regards to any claims. So yes, we do the recorded statements for our own insurance companies. And I typically like to sit in on those. And we'll talk about, sometimes there's very specific reasons why they want to take a recorded statement. It could be that they're looking a way to avoid the policy. For instance, if you allowed someone to drive your vehicle that wasn't listed on the policy, we have to address that and make you prepared for what's going to happen when that happens. And there's just a whole host of things. Maybe they want your version of how the accident happened because maybe there's a dispute as to liability. And so, before they concede or don't concede as to liability, they want to hear your version of the story. And so we always give recorded statements. But again, I like to be a part of that. There are times, though, where the client won't come to me in the very beginning and will have already given that recorded statement, and that's fine, but then issues come up later about what was said in that recorded statement, so then I have to go out and I have to request that recorded statement, which is fine. We can get a copy of it. But then the other question becomes, and I get this one all the time, it's a weekly occurrence. I got a phone call from the other driver's insurance company.
Knew you were going to go there. When you were stressing your insurance, you knew this was coming.
We are under no obligation to provide a recorded statement to the other driver's insurance company. And in certain situations, it would not be advisable to do that. Sometimes they can't get in touch with their insured, so they want to talk to you about the accident. There are certain instances where I will allow, with my presence being involved, a recorded statement, or sometimes I'll say, you can talk to them but not recorded. We'll do an unrecorded statement. And a recorded statement is different from a statement under oath or a deposition, because the recorded statement is not under oath, but it's still being recorded. And then there's the unrecorded, where you're just basically providing them information. And so there's all kinds of different ways to do that, but I typically, we typically say, be careful providing information to the other driver's insurance company. Again, sometimes we do if we think liability is at issue and we really do want them to know, here's what we're going to say, here's what our client's going to say, here's our position. It's all your client's fault, basically. And so it's just very, very important that before you talk to anybody, you know who you're talking to and you know why you're talking to them. Because a lot of times, that's the other thing that will happen, and I think this just happened a couple of weeks ago. Client came in and didn't know who. They said, yeah, they said that the recording came on, but I don't really know who it was. Well, was it your insurance company or was it the other side's insurance company? I don't really know. Know who you're talking to, especially know who you're giving a recorded statement to.
Your segments, of course, are called Know Your Rights. I don't know if I have a better example of literally knowing your rights, because I think I would find myself in a situation where I'd get the phone call from the other insurance company and I'd be a little intimidated, and they're asking record, and I'm like, okay, well, I think I have to do this.
Right.
This is the perfect Know Your Rights. It is my rights to say no.
Right. And then we do it all the time. And sometimes the adjusters will get pretty heavy-handed, saying, you're not going to allow your client to talk to us. And I'm going to say, no, show me where I have to provide them.
See, that's where Catherine can give you the confidence to be able to say no, again, when it comes to knowing your rights.
I'm very good at the word no.
I like that. See, and I'm not. That's where we need you. Well, if you want more information or have anything else that Catherine can help you with, of course, contact Injury Florida Law Firm. There's the phone number, website, and even the address on your screen.